I feel like the traje does give you like a different look, like cause like if I put on a traje, well not anymore. I don't feel as confident in the traje anymore. But back then I was like, damn, I know I look like fucking daddy as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't say that. I just thought I looked cute. My wife thinks I'm cute. She's like, you look so cute in your traje, and I'm like, thank you. Because then like I'll be walking at a gig and a girl's like, ugh.
Right.
Get Lord Farquaad out of here.
He's like, who's this Bookie looking at?
Bookie?
Bookie?
Oh, Bookie. Oh, yeah. They think I'm Marco Antonio and they're like, si no te hubiera sido
Nada más difícil que
vivir sin ti.
You're like, oh no, you're not him, right? Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to CharroBeans podcast. We're so glad you guys are back. Thank you for listening. We're very appreciative of you guys listening and watching, or both at the same time. I'm here with my colleague Sammy Ramirez. Yeah, let's get to it. You know.
Victor's a voice major, as you can see.
You can tell.
Welcome, guys, to CharroBeans motherfucking podcast, a Mariachi podcast. How are you guys doing today? Oh, I forgot that they can't talk back.
We're like a fucking Dora, right?
Right.
Like,
point to the map.
Just fucking looking at the screen like.
No, they're just like, you guys are the ones on the podcast, not me. Anyway, how are you guys doing? We're doing pretty good. As you guys can see, it is a new week, which means a new podcast, which means that we are back again. I think it's been like 2 weeks since we really got to talk to you guys. Since last week, if you guys haven't checked it out, we did a Zoom interview with my sister. You know, she talked a little bit about her background in mariachi.
I'm like our sister. Right.
Oh shit, yeah. I mean, it's just funny because she's been playing for a long time too, and she kind of did the same thing as us. So I think that was a good way. And then also she was a girl, her first female guest, which is pretty cool. We're hoping to get more girls on here.
Excuse me.
My wife is like, excuse me. No. No, just to get different experiences from people and stuff like that. You know, keep in mind we're trying to do this for every kind of mariachi, every kind of person that plays music. You know, so that's kind of how we're doing it here. We're getting very close on Facebook. Actually, we need like 500. We need like 400. No, it's like 350 more followers on Facebook, and then we can start bringing in fans. Remember, a long time ago, if you guys remember, you know, if we got to 500 followers, we're going to bring our boss, which we did. If we get to 1,000, though, that's when we're going to start bringing some of you guys. So we want to see, you know, the people that listen to CharroBeans and watch us, and I want to see their experiences so we can, you know, talk with you guys. I think it'd be fun. Yeah. So remember, share the podcast. If you like it, share it with a friend. If you really don't like it, still share it. It still kind of helps us out.
Yeah,
a little
I
bit.
might talk shit. You'll expose us.
Yeah, I feel like we've done a lot in these past 2 weeks that we didn't talk to you guys, because that weekend when we got my sister on there was a very eventful weekend, as you can say. You know, we've gotten really back to almost normal in Texas for some reason. They lifted the mask mandate, and everybody was like, "What the no party? We." Mm-hmm. You know, so everybody basically is like back to normal, dude. I've gone to Walmart several times and it's like no mask central.
Bro, I haven't done that.
Yeah, I got half my COVID vaccine though.
Hey, nice.
So I'm half vaccinated, which means I'm half. No superpowers yet. I'm very disappointed. You know, I'm over here thinking I can crawl on walls and shit. I just fell off the side of my house.
Like, for some reason, raw meat seems really delicious, though.
Right. I've been having vampire tendencies. Nothing weird, you know.
Bro.
No, but you know, we're trying to take care of ourselves. Even though we're out here working, trying to take care of ourselves and taking care of others and stuff. Still having a good time. It's starting to feel. It's kind of crazy. We said this last time. It's been a year, man.
Yeah.
Since COVID has been a thing here in the U.S.
I think if it's like I think last year. It was around the same time, spring break.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it was the beginning of spring break or the end of spring
It was from what I remember, kids here in the area, went to spring break and they just never came back. 1 week turned into 2 weeks. 2 weeks turned into 3, 4, and then
it was the last week then, right? Or like the last weekends.
Yeah. I have an application called Time Hop, and what it does is it tells me what I was doing a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever I was posting a year ago. A year ago was when all this shit went down. So like, if you guys have been listening to the podcast for a while, we always talk about a restaurant called Seafood Shack that we used to have as a planta on Thursday nights. And I remember we talked about this because we just recently actually got them back.
Yeah.
It feels like we got our ex back, bro. Like for we missed her so much, bro.
Whoa,
we kept subtweeting her on the pod. We're over here always talking about her. Yeah. She's probably thinking, no te chingando, we'll take you back,
Yeah.
No, they called us back and they were like, hey, come on back. So we actually feel like a little bit back to normal in a way, even though they have like a protective plastics there now and shit.
They're actually being safe.
Yeah, they're actually trying to be safe there, unlike the other planta.
Like, I don't know which one that is, but
we're gonna get fired from planta. We're talking so much shit about that.
I hope so. No.
No, but we so it feels crazy that we're literally a year from when everything went to shit, because I still remember that day, like being here, and I think you said it. I was talking to you about it, and you were like, that you gotta. It was like a news report that said, school's closing. We're like, oh shit, and it was like, now they're limiting restaurant capacity to 50%. We're like, oh okay, and there's like, no, everything's closed. We're like, oh shit, and then our boss is like, hey, the planta tomorrow canceled. Oh shit, oh the Friday one canceled. Oh shit. Oh, and all the chambas on Saturday are canceled. I'm like, fuck. Like,
he's like, Mira burros this time. It's like, oh, change like later. Like they canceled an hour. And it's like Charro's like free day on Saturday. I'm like,
yeah.
What?
And I remember that first weekend being like, oh, chingon. Like, yeah, like, hey, we get a week off. And little did I know it was gonna be like that for 2 whole ass months. Like where I just didn't do shit on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like,
yeah.
But we got a little bit back to normality with getting Seafood Shack. Like we said, so we play there Thursday nights now. Nothing like that place that we went to for a little bit is the Tortas Insurgentes for like.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We went like 2 weeks.
It was like the rebound.
Yeah, and it just wasn't the same. Well, first of all, nobody went.
Yeah.
It was such a dry ass planta.
And like, the tortas weren't even bomb.
And they were very expensive too. Like. Pinche torta de $13, güey, and I was still hungry at the end. Like, fuck, no mames.
This is it.
For $13, I better throw up, bro. Like,
Excuse me.
Like the torta better be that fat. It better be obese, bro. Better make me obese. I mean, whoa. I'm already obese.
You good, bro?
I have a lot of feelings. No, but yeah, it just feels a little bit normal. So what happened before we got it back? We actually went a week ago. A week ago we actually went because we had a gig. We started with a misa, of all things. We started a misa. And what happened there? We showed up. We've had this tendency of being like early, an hour early, or late. Like there's no in between. Like we're never, if it's not an hour early, we're gonna get there late.
Bro, we got there early and we were still late because apparently the misa was at 1:45.
We thought it was at 2.
It was like a weird ass time.
We pull up at 1 something, and then we're all like, we're just sitting in the van talking, chilling, and they're like, oh, we might as well go inside, right? And we started walking in. And like everybody's all set up already. The padre's like just standing there, like ready to go. Yeah. Everybody's sitting down.
I had no idea what was going on until I got to where we sit down.
Yeah, we actually played.
Because I was walking with Saul and we were talking, we were real casual, just taking our time.
Yeah.
And I said padre, I'm like, hola, buenos días,
Yeah.
Whatever. And they just keep looking at us and we're like, all right.
For real.
And then once we got into a spot, like the guy was like, hey, ya van tarde, it's 1:45. And then I just like flinched. I'm like, oh, 1:45. Like I just started taking everything out. Like, have you seen?
Yeah, because we thought it was 2. So we walked in all casual, like ready to go. And it wasn't until Arturo was like, hey, sale. We're like, what? Like, we still got hella time, And then Next thing you know, we're putting on everything, and we start the song like right away. Everybody's just looking at us like estos vatos, getting there late and shit. That was just a misunderstanding, but we're over here like fuck.
That's a weird time.
La regamos.
1:45.
Yeah.
Like a misa at 1:45. I haven't heard of that before.
I don't know. It was what was it? It was a wedding.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, point is, yeah, they had us all stressed out and shit in the beginning. We're like, what the hell? Tengo miedo.
For real?
I was like in front of Jesus. Even Jesus was like, que la 1:45. Does Jesus speak Spanish?
No.
What does he speak?
Hebrew, I think. Hey, don't come at me. I notice in the comments, people come at me. They're like, "That's not what that is," or something. Some shit like
I
that.
feel like it's because
mainly Zara. I'm like, why is she being so mean? You just gotta text me. Like,
I think nobody watches. I think nobody watches this for accuracy, bro.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm over here
funny.
being stupid. So from now on, I'm just gonna put like a little like. I don't know.
A disclaimer.
Yeah, like I'm no expert. I'm just.
Yeah.
It's just what I think.
I think nobody watching this podcast is like, these guys are experts.
Wow, I don't know what they're calling me out. I'm just trying to make the best of things.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to bring some joy to you guys. But I think it speaks for me.
I'm like, damn, you want to talk about it, bro?
I would, but I wouldn't have enough time.
Like, ya vamos ganando.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because we the lucky thing is that we were there early enough to at least get started somewhat on time, and we had a big break. So we were like, were we in Dallas?
Yeah, I always joke around about that. I'm always like, so Seafood Shack, because I like eating at Seafood Shack.
Yeah, Seafood Shack has. Okay, look, I'm gonna just say it. Seafood Shack fucking hits every time I eat it. It's a seafood restaurant, and I've said it on here before.
If you don't know.
The food there is mostly, mariscos, like type of Mexican mariscos, and I'm not super into that, but they have these flautas there, dude. These flautas, and they're like long and skinny. Whoa, sus. But they're long and skinny, right? They look like the taquitos from Kitty.
They're flautas, bro.
Exactly, but some flautas are smaller, or some are thicker, or some are, different, varying sizes. Anyway, these are long and skinny, right? And we always get the mixtas, so we get the ones.
We all get the mixtas.
Yeah, we all get, which means they're mixed.
Everyone everyone in the group gets the mixtas, except for the new guy, who's Saul. He got like some nachos.
Yeah, because we always hype this place up, right? We always, because he had never played this. Saul had never played at this restaurant. So or even gone. So we're like, hey man, like Seafood Shack's restaurant. I mean, their food is like fucking badass, dude. Like, it's fucking good as fuck. We always get the flautas. It's because they're fish. Like, one's a fish one, and then the other one's una de camarón. And we always talked about it. So we showed up, and the mesera's like, okay, what do you want? We're like, flautas mixtas. Okay. Flautas mixtas. Okay, flautas mixtas. And then Saul's like, can I get the shrimp nachos?
Yeah.
We're like,
this guy.
What the hell? Just get the... No, but he got that. And he was like, man, it was all right. Like, after he finished them, I was like, well, I had a fucking delicious...
Yeah, we all had like we're all kind of like talking and shit.
Yeah.
And as soon as the food came, we all just like, shut up.
We shut the fuck up, bro. I was looking at my plate. That shit was delicious, bro. Well, I didn't eat the onion. I don't like the onion. Does that make me a kid?
Yeah.
And the tomato. I didn't eat the tomato either.
You fucking child. But yeah, the thing, I was full the whole day.
It was delicious though, dude. Like, is there something? And then it was funny because the meseras from there, they were like, "¿Dónde están? We miss y'all. We haven't seen you guys in so long." We're like, sí, pero cuando les pido una agua when we would be playing.
Well, those guys aren't there anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
But the ones that knew who we were, they were like, dang, like, throw
yeah,
back.
that's true. Every time we were there, there was one mesera that always brings us water and stuff, so she was all happy to see us. She's like, when are y'all coming back? We're like, well, we had heard we might come back, like, soon.
Yeah.
Right? Our bosses already was saying that, yeah, like, they called me and they said they might, get us pretty soon, so it just kind of left it at that. I was like, don't do that. Don't give me hope. Because I was ready to go, man. Yeah. Seafood it's just a good place to play at, a good place to vibe at. But and then what did we do after? We went to another gig. Oh, it was like a quince gig.
Yeah, it's just a regular gig.
Regular ass salon gig. That one wasn't.
it wasn't even full. Like it was like
yeah, not a lot of people.
Half full. Like, no,
you think maybe it's because we got there like early, like maybe later. Yeah, you got más gente. Or...
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Yeah, it was a relatively simple ass gig. Not eventful at all. I was still thinking about Seafood Shack, to be honest.
Whoa.
I was playing and I was like, I want more flautas. They're really good, dude.
Yeah, they only give you 2. I don't know.
And they only give you 2. I mean, you fill up with 2. Now, would I eat 4? Yeah, hell yeah. Would I eat 6 without throwing up? Maybe.
That's questionable.
That's up for debate, but I'd still eat them. I'd still try my damn best. Because it's just that good. It's a good restaurant to play at. That's what it is, and it's a good place to eat at too. And then afterwards, we had that one gig where it was like this one. Oh, era un viejito, no. He was old. He was like 80.
He was like 90.
Oh, he was 90.
He was like 90 something.
Yeah, he was old as fuck. I was like, hola, viejito. And then we walked in playing. There was a damn dog behind us.
Yeah.
He was in a cage.
He wanted to get out, dude. Like,
at all costs.
He wanted freedom. Like.
You could just hear like,
yeah.
Like it was like,
and then you look at him and like, he was doing the thing where like he was putting his teeth on the thing, and like his tongue was just like
yeah, like he was biting. It was one of those metal cages, right? The ones that are like have the big old squares, so you could like stick your hand in there if you wanted to. But it's made of metal. This fucking dog was biting the metal, like yanking on the freaking door, like calmate, güey.
He was
like,
wild. He tried to dig under it, and I'm like,
yeah, he was digging at the plastic. You just hear like during the whole gig, you just hear him fucking around with the cage. Until finally his owner was like, hey, whatever, calmate, güey, or whatever the fuck. They ended up taking him outside and shit.
He went loose at one point, right?
Yeah, he like took off. He was like, mejor me voy. And he just fucking, belted out of there. They brought him back though. And I wanted, because I like dogs, right? So I went up to him. I was like, hey, doggy. And he was like,
yeah, this dog is not like you, bro.
He fucking scared the shit out of me. But I did it all low key. I was like,
yeah, he was a big dog.
He was a big dog, dude. He was kind of like a Dalmatian. Like he had spots.
Oh, bro?
He wasn't a Dalmatian.
He looked albino, like, because I don't think
he was white.
His nose was like, I think his nose was kind of like pinkish, no?
It was kind of pinkish, right? He kind of looked a little dumb.
Hola.
I was like, me recuerda a mí. No, but he just had like one of those faces only the owner could love, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
This guy,
like a pug. Dang, no offense to all the pug owners. I just don't like pugs, dude. Guy. They look like they got like punched in it, and the nose never came back.
This guy, he's like, when Guy was making him, like se le cayó, like face first, and he's like, oh no,
oh no.
He's like, come back to life.
He's like, he kind of cute, I guess. Yeah, se la avienta.
Like, someone will love you. It's just awesome.
It's like some rich white girl. Yeah. Like, I love this dog. Hasta los pinches, los ojos los trae así, güey.
Todo cruzado.
I mean, what are you looking at, bro?
It's like, I'm looking at my boss and my wife. I don't know.
I saw a meme like that it was like, oh, me gusta tu pug. He's like, es mi hijo. And it's some little kid. Yeah. He just kind of looks like a pug with his eyes.
Chiculero.
Es mi hijo. Or the other guy that's like, quita la máscara, güey.
Ya
es toda, güey. I like that. Mexican memes go hard, bro. Like, to be honest,
they're fucking savage.
Yeah, dude. It's because there's no filter in Mexico. There really isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Mexico, like they don't. No, do they blur out words or like do they bleep out words? Now that I think about it,
like on shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they do. Oh, do they?
They have to, bro. Have you seen Laura?
Who? Laura.
Yeah, like the
band?
It's like the Jerry Springer in Mexico.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know Jose Luis.
That too, and they censored Jose Luis too.
Yeah, they always. I remember like staying home from school and like before my parents would get there, I would just like flip through channels. And it would come on, and I didn't understand it. It was like Jerry Springer. I watched Jerry Springer, and it was always funny. My favorite part of Jerry Springer was at the end when they ask questions and they start like fighting and shit. But yeah, Jose Luis. Yeah, there was always like an upskirt shot, like as the girl like falls over. And I was like, why are they blurring that? Because, like, yo de chiquillo, I was like, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
It was scary, bro. And then my mom would walk in. What are you watching? Oh, fuck.
Bro, that whole channel was sketchy, man.
As fuck, yeah.
And then, like, for some reason, nonstop at 6 p.m., they would show, like, Shala Durcal con el Sol de México, or with like
Oh,
Mache
yeah?
Vargas. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no sé si es Mache Vargas Sol de México, and I'm like, the fuck?
It's pretty random.
Yeah, and then it would go to like what are those shows called? Like Lagrimita Costel and like
I never watched them long enough. I was probably watching. I mean, if this was after school, I would also watch like Clifford and Dragon Tales and.
That's in the morning.
No.
Yeah.
It was after school.
In the morning.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What was
Dragon Tales was in the morning.
What was I watching? I don't remember. No, Barney is in the morning, fool.
Barney?
Yeah.
Barney's on CBS?
No,
PBS
it's
Kids?
on PBS.
Barney? I don't know. I remember watching in the morning. It would be like Arthur, Dragon Tales, fucking. I don't know, man.
I watched Cyber Chase.
Cyber Chase.
Learn
That
about
was in
math.
the mornings. Yeah.
All that good shit. Public television because we didn't have cable.
Right.
That's pretty much what it was. Anyway, off topic. Where was I? This all started from the pug.
Right.
The dog.
Oh, yeah, the dog didn't like you.
Because the dog was just going crazy in the cage, and I was like, "Oh no, wait!"
And he got loose at one point. He was just running around the whole floor, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm not gonna stay."
For real, he was big, dude.
Yeah, he if he attacked you, he could take you down.
He looked like a
That's how big he was.
It was like a Komodo dragon.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Like he was stacked. Bro.
Yeah.
Like the motherfucker could play linebacker at OSU. Like.
And your dumbass tried to like, yeah, you were trying to tell it hi, and you
Yeah.
like,
Punt this way. In the middle of the song, I'm like, let's punt this way.
you're like, oh la verga, wait. The guy that got shocked.
A la verga. Well, yeah, it was kind of like that. Pinche perro me espantó, güey.
All I heard was like, te viniste en chinga pa' acá.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I don't like that dog, bro. He's not fun. He's not
That
friendly.
dog's not like you, man.
Yeah, dude. Oh, well.
He's like, fuck your shit.
Huh?
He said, fuck your shit.
Yeah. Fuck out of here, bro. You think you're going to say hi to me in my own house, bro? Like, hell no. Because there was people in there. We've always had this, like, debate about, like, dogs at gigs, too. Remember when we walk in and, like, a dog's, like, hella mad and, like, and it's like, oh, it's because he doesn't like that song.
Yeah.
No me gusta esa.
That does happen, though. They play, like, another song and they kind of, like, chill out.
They chill out.
And they're just kind of, like, chilling. Like, they're, like, sitting down listening.
Yeah.
I'm like, eso se le gusta.
Yeah.
He's like, I like this song.
And then we start, like, I don't know, we start... un pinche corrido, Laurita Garza or whatever, and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't like this song. It's too sad.
So it reminds me of my old girl.
Fuck. No, but it's true. Dogs, you don't know what you're going to deal with some dogs. And there's always like the chill ass. Can't wait.
Remember the dog that attacked on Mike one time?
There was a dog that attacked him?
The little black chihuahua. It was like weed gigs or something. We were like in the back of like, it was like a backyard, but it looked more like a freaking I forgot the name. Those places where she's gonna throw like car parts in there, like old cars.
A garage?
No. Point is
Junkyard? Uh-huh.
It's like a junkyard, and then they were playing for them like under this little tree, and this little black dog, she's like kept like barking at us.
Uh-huh.
And
he attacked him?
Yeah, like, cause he kind of like, like chihuahuas, they just kind of like,
yeah.
As soon as you make a movement, they're like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
They're like posted up the whole time until you do something. They're like, whoa, chill.
Yeah. So like this little black dog, like Don Mike was playing, so the dog was barking at him from the back, and he's playing. So the dog just like look, like he kind of like tapped him with his nose, and he's like honest on that. So he beat him.
Oh shit!
And that's when the Mike's like, "What?"
He was testing the waters with the tap. He was just like, okay, he didn't do nothing. He ain't gonna do shit.
He fucking bit him, and the Mike just fucking shook him off. Like,
it's because what do you do at that point? Like this is someone else's dog. Like we don't want to abuse any dog, but if a dog comes at me, bro, I'm gonna punt it, bro. Fucking football, like.
Oh shit.
Because no mames, güey, se pasan. It's because you have to be a good dog owner too.
Yeah.
Like you gotta see, like, and like pinche perro se pasa,
I mean, you had your dog long enough to know how he's gonna act in front of like
True.
a stranger.
Then you probably shouldn't have him out if he's gonna be biting us.
Fucking dog's fucking bit on him.
I'm entitled to hitting him or something. Like fuck. I'm not gonna get freaking rabies. I don't know where your dog has been. I'm be geeking out at the rest of the gigs. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I don't even have my vacunas. You think I would be going that hard?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, nah, Chaperro me espantó, güey. And then what was it at the end of the night? What did we do? We played those 2 hours, and we went to we did 1 hour at the end of the night. What was it? Do you remember?
Was it that?
It was an outside gig.
It wasn't the Canelo one.
No, that was the week before, bro.
Oh.
Because we met at Cinemark. Fuck, what was it?
What?
I mean, keep in mind, we did this shit fucking 2 weeks ago or whatever. What the fuck was it? We were in Grand Prairie? No, we were still in that area. It had to be around Carrollton. A gig outside for an hour.
I don't think we did.
We did. Nomás que no me acuerdo.
I don't remember.
You remember?
No. I don't think we...
We did, bro.
No.
We did, bro. You see what happens when we don't write shit down?
I thought we did.
All I remember was it was an outside gig. But I don't remember exactly what we did. Can we?
Well, I got a story for you.
Oh, we didn't even talk about your gig.
So, I got a call from this guy, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, hey, you want to play hard for this funeral on a Friday morning, right?
On Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I don't know, because, I mean, it's midterms, and it's like, when it's study. But he told me it's in Fort Worth. So I'm like,
yeah.
Chingon, that's local, you know?
Yeah, you got to take that.
Yeah, that thing was like 5 minutes away. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, cool. And I'm like, okay, all right, you know, send me the info. I get the Addy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I hope the guys don't see this because I don't want to get roasted on the group chat, you know?
What do you mean? Like you didn't want the rest of the group to find out that you're out here whoring yourself out.
Oh, see? Anyway. What was funny about that, too, is that when there's a funeral home kind of close to my house. And, like, between my house, it's, like, the funeral home and then, like, the cemetery, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I got time, you know. I'm gonna be like super early or whatever. And then I should see like a cop. You know how like cops kind of like...
They're the ones that lead.
Yeah. So I see the cop and like un chingo de carros like just like pass by.
So you got
like,
caught in the caravan?
Yeah.
The caravan of all the people going to the funeral? It sucks if it's very long. Because it's like, what do you do?
Dude,
like,
this guy had a big family. Like it was
Yeah.
long.
Uh-huh.
So anyways.
So you got stuck behind?
Yeah. So I told the guy, you know, hey, I'm gonna be a bit late. We'll con la caravana, you know. He's like, no, aquí llega. I mean, I wasn't harp anyways. It doesn't really...
You're not an integral part.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just kind of like filling in the melodies, so
Right.
you're not like a true necessity.
Right. And ouch, by the way.
Right?
And
you're like, fuck you. Anyway.
and so I get to the gig, right? And I'm like, I'm doing all my stuff. And like he told us to dress with a white jacket and black pants, right?
Uh-huh.
So I don't have the best eyesight. So I'm going to the gig and I see this guy like in all white. And I'm like, este pendejo se le olvidó que eres de vacas, you know? And I see like 5 more people in white. And I'm like,
wait a minute.
did I fuck up? Like, you know? You know? And then I start like, my vision starts to focus because I'm like 3 feet near them now, you know?
You're that bad? Just wear your glasses. Oh, you said you don't really like glasses with the Charro outfit. Yeah.
And, well, just because I don't like getting distracted. That way I'm just focusing on
right.
You know? Right? And then I see that there are 2 mariachi groups.
Like a mega group?
Yeah.
Mega Rachi?
So the group that I was with, they're a big group. Naturally, they're like 12 members.
Yeah, it is a big group.
And the other group is kind of like a little bit smaller. They're like 7 or 6 or 8.
That's still like 20 people there.
Yeah, it's a big group, you know? And
all-star team shit.
Yeah, so I mean, we have like 4 trumpets. We have like 2 basses. 2 vihuelas.
Right.
Chingos de violín, you know? Like sobra, you know? So I'm just here and I'm like, hola, ¿cómo están? You know, like, I'm like, Don Antonio, you know, how you doing? Don Adrian, how you doing? You know, fucking, ¿cómo se llama? I forgot his name. I'm like, Fernando, how you doing? You know, I'm like, Arturo, how you...
Arturo?
Yeah, like
our boss.
Yeah, like Arturo from Mariachi Allende. And like,
they just could call him out like that.
Like he saw me first because he was looking at me. He was already like smiling and like giggling. So I'm like,
yeah, what are you?
Yeah, we're like,
it's like the two Spider-Men. Like,
pretty much. I'm like,
what are you doing here?
This is what you doing, bro? Like, this is what you doing when we're not playing? Like, we're just going with a whole nother group, you fucking
whore
bastard. Like meanwhile I'm over here with like
another group doing the same shit.
So it's like we're both wearing different outfits and we're like right next to each other too. So it's like awkward. It's like those relationships that you see in movies where like they're like both cheating on each other.
And they see each other at the restaurant.
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here."
Yeah.
This is an awkward situation.
It's just like whore. It's like, "Hola," you know. Like,
that's funny because you sent me a snap and it's like you playing harp. So I was already thinking like, chavato, like the group, me quemaron. Like, they fucking cut me, bro.
Yeah.
And then you showed me Arturo and I was like, oh, Arturo's there too. So I was like, nah, they fucking cut me. But then I saw the rest of the people. I was like, y'all are both not with Allende.
Yeah.
Even our boss isn't with Allende, and it's his group. I was like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Just going with anybody.
I was like, that was so funny, dude. Like we're like,
they are both doing a bad thing together.
It's like when you report sick to work, and then you know, and you're like over here like, I don't know, like just fucking around, and then your boss did the same thing. He's like, fuck work. So you kind of like see him at the same place. It's
like you go into an amusement, calling in sick, and you go to the amusement park. Yeah. You're like on the roller coaster, and the guy that sits with you is like your boss, and you're like, he's like, wait, why'd you call in sick? And I'm like, well, why aren't you at work? So I was like, look, we're both gonna have fun, and we're not gonna tell anybody, and we're just gonna shut the fuck up and ride the ride. God damn it. So that was y'all like,
and that's what we did, you know?
Yeah, you just betrayed us. Or not even, because you betrayed Arturo, but he betrayed himself. Yeah. So it's like a double paradox kind of thing.
I'm like, no one's gonna know. Who's gonna know?
How would they know?
And then sure enough, some guys are like going like Facebook Live. I'm like, oh
dude. That's how I knew. It's because the mariachi world is so well connected that if you were to cheat on us, like I'm gonna see you on someone's live video. That's how. That's a good point. We should bring that up right here, right now. So Victor has this tendency of always going to play for another group.
Excuse me.
On the day they take pictures.
Oh, fuck.
So it's funny because like Victor will be like, every once in a while he goes to freelance, which I don't think you freelance that much.
I used to not to, but I have
recently.
Recently, I've done it a lot.
If you have the time to freelance. I mean, shit. I mean, I would do it too if people would call me. But if you have time to freelance, like, yeah, go ahead and do it. So like the thing about Victor though is he'll always go, and then like we just know that he freelances, right? But then it's like hella sus whenever like a group posts like sometimes they promote themselves with like a promotional poster. We're gonna be here. Catch us at this planta. But they'll always put a picture, and then I'll just be scrolling on Facebook, and I'm like, the fuck is Victor doing in this picture? And then I'll zoom in and you're all happy and shit, like smiling. I'm like, this is the Victor I know. And again, they're all fucking mad. So then we've caught you multiple times, bro, with like 3-4 different groups or some shit. We always send the picture to the group chat. We're all like, what the fuck is this, bro? You never, no, we're like, nah, it can't be Victor. He's never that happy. he's never that happy, bro.
They always, I don't know. It's just coincidence.
There's
because I always
there's
go
multiple pictures.
I always go and like the guy's like, hey, we're gonna do a photo shoot. Like, you don't mind, right? Like, and I'm
you're like,
pues ya que chingados. Like,
you're like, I need some pictures for my LinkedIn. Right. You know what? Fuck it. And then you come out like on a random poster. I'm telling you, like a post. Aquí está el mariachi so and so aquí in Dallas, and then I'll see it. And I'm like, che, Victor out here freaking cheating on us again.
I don't know. Like that's what they.
I guess they want a good-looking bass player. Oh yeah. So that they take pictures that day. They're like,
no, it's just coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, el mero bueno. So
it's coincidence, yeah, bro. Like, because it's always like gigs. And, and the last time that happened, it was for a gig too, and like they were like, yeah, I want to take pictures of you guys, and I was like, fuck.
Well, if there was any way to hide it before, it's not anymore.
Yeah, now it's a lot worse
taking
now.
The pictures and shit.
And that group even put him as their profile picture.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And a lot of people do come at me. They're like, "Hey, are you with Corona?" Or like,
or yeah,
some group. And I'm like, "No, I'm with Allende."
They're like, "Ya no andes con Arturo."
Yeah,
and then you're.
And they're like, "Well, I saw you in their profile picture." I'm like, "Fuck." Like,
I was like, don't remind me. No me digas.
But it's not my intention.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just trying to work.
We're over here like
this is my only job.
The disrespect.
This is my only job, bro. Like,
oh man, that's funny though. It's just funny when we catch you because it's like Where's Waldo? Like we just pull up, we're like, what the fuck? It's like a mariachi and fucking Garibaldi or some shit. We're like, what the fuck? How'd you get over there?
You see me like chicken is like, like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's either Victor, or it's a dude that looks like Victor.
I'm like, págame coyote, cabrón. Like,
oh man,
haciendo la pedala. He's like, he's wake up in a whole different country.
Like I don't know how I got here, but I think I like it.
Tengo miedo.
What's it called? And then going back to Seafood Shack, we actually got to play. So like we went there to eat last week, but this week was the first week that we actually went back. Like it was so chill, dude. Like we actually got to play again. I told you I love playing there because like I like the sound that we get there. Like the speakers. It's a smaller place, so like we're kind of in the corner. We're tucked away, and like the sound there radiates a little bit better than our other planta. Like over there, like I can actually hear myself pretty well. Like I can hear the vihuela pretty solid with the bass too. Like everything mixes a little bit better in there. But the other thing that was a little bit different was apparently the manager's not there anymore. There's a guy named Chewy. Or maybe he just wasn't there that day, but I heard that he wasn't there anymore, right?
Well, I heard a lot of people got fired.
I don't know.
Or maybe they just got out. 'Cause, I mean, it was
pandemic.
Yeah. So they probably didn't work.
Yeah, but one thing that did happen is he would be the one that cut us off.
Yeah.
So like the schedule there is we play from like 7:30 to like 9. Yeah. Right? We play an hour and a half, and after that it's all talon. It's just like our other planta, and we start charging after that, per song. But we usually do talon as long as people keep asking, and then at the very end, we wait for them. We wait for Chewy usually to like cut us off. It's usually like around 10, and he'll cut us off and be like, "Hey, this is the last song." Like it's because they also have to close. Yeah. They have to clean. So they want people to start getting out. But we didn't have that like person to tell us to stop this time because he wasn't there. Yeah. So we ended up playing till like late. It was like 11 almost or some shit. It was late because I didn't get home till like almost midnight. Oh shit! I remember.
Oh, I think we too.
Well, I stopped home to get some gas, which gas is going up too. So I'm like, fuck. But yeah, it was funny though. Did you notice that we only played for one guy for talon? It was just that one guy in the corner.
Estaba picado, dude.
He wasn't drunk, but estaba tomadito, no? I don't know. Motherfucker was asking for songs.
It's the same song, shit.
So this dude just wanted repeats. He spent like at least $200 on repeats. Cause keep in mind, every song that we play is $20. $20 goes a long way. $220, and that fills up my truck, with gas. And he asked for what? Juan Colorado, Pela de Gallos, and some other one, and then Cascabel. And it's funny because when we play Cascabel, we try to add little solos here and there.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I choose the regular natty one.
No, you don't.
Como es, man? What?
Sometimes you're like
but that's just little shit. Damn. Like no one cares. Red. No one cares about the bass solo, bro.
I care.
No one sees anything fancy about it.
I do.
But it's not for you. It's for the people. They're just kind of like, okay, he's doing something.
You just are like.
I wish. But yeah, and we were the first Cascabel was good.
The first Cascabel we tried, bro. I guess that's what like we were trying because it was the first one. But then right after that one,
we did not know this guy wanted more Cascabel.
He wanted Cascabeles, so motherfucker asked for it. We finished the first one. He was like, "No, I was talking Cascabel otra vez," and we're like. Yeah. Are you serious, bro? Like I was already tired of it by the second one, dude. He was like, so we were like, chin, 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 chin. And it's funny because we had gone live on CharroBeans. With one of the guys' phones. He went live, So like you could see my expressions in there. I was like, "Fuck!" Like I thought the second time would be the last time, but it wasn't. They asked for it again.
It really was not.
I think we played it a song. We played Cascabel, then Cascabel, and then we played one in the middle. And then he was like, "No, but did you say Cascabel otra vez?" And I'm like,
"Yeah." By that time, I was like, "Hey, Arturo, just cut my solo, bro." Like after Sammy.
Oh, you did cut it, yeah.
Like, fuck that. Like I'm not. ¿Qué
dices?
Cascabel is a long song.
It is a long song.
Because it has like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 solos?
4 solos, all the verses. And then keep in mind, like I said, the very first time I did try, I added my little solo here and there. And the second time I was like, so I did Pato solo, like the Pato original. Yeah. His standard ass shit. By the third time, I was just like, man, whatever. So I just put like the simplest shit, like hardly even a solo. And then motherfucker was like, for the last song, he was like, Cascabel otra vez. And I'm like,
yeah, that shit was.
That's like $80. It's $80 on just Cascabel, like 4 times. So I was like, like I did not try it.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sorry.
Yeah, and that's why I skipped my solo. Because like I said, you would have proven my point if the guy noticed that I skipped mine. But
he did it.
He was just like, that's great.
I mean, he was with like a girl's. I don't know if he was trying to impress her or I don't know. But
the girl was not impressed.
Yeah, she was just like, I'm getting a free meal though.
Yeah.
She's like, these flautas fucking hit.
She's like, yeah, le llama mi Uber.
Yeah. And man, that was just so tiring because you just kept asking for the same shit. It's because you don't want to keep. It doesn't matter even if it was Cascabel. Like just repeating them over and over again because he repeated Juan Colorado like twice or 3 times, and then with Pelea Gallo, same thing 2 or 3 times. Like that's just ask for another song. You don't know any other ones? Like I don't know.
He's like, no.
We can't really complain because we got paid, but it's like fuck. Like it's annoying to sing the same thing.
It was a tough time just trying to play the same things over and over.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted repeated songs, you could just put it on Spotify and put repeat.
La Rocola.
Okay.
La Rocola.
What's that?
Like the music box.
Oh,
come on, son, you got this.
Jukebox?
Yeah.
Like the one where you used to pay money to listen to music?
Yeah.
Dude, those are so vintage. Have you ever seen the ones that actually like
get the CD? One.
But the ones that get the CD and they like used to pull it out and they used to put it on the thing. Dude, they're pretty tight. I mean, you would never see that nowadays. There's kids right now that are like, "What's a CD?" Like, you know. I thought we'd never get to that point, but apparently we're up to that point. Everybody's streaming now, so they're like, "What's a CD?" Like, you used to pop in a disc. The fuck? Or like when they see like a radio with like, what does that mean? Like the line, and it's like that's where you put in the disc. They're like, what disc?
You're like, come here, I'll show you. Hey, what the fuck?
Oh, did I get it right?
Yeah.
Do it again.
No, yeah, get up.
Do it again.
Chill out.
Do it again.
No, now I lost all meaning. Peach.
Oh shit, you alright?
My throat's kind of dry.
I know. I offered you a water. And you were like, nah, I'm good.
Because I was good at the time. What the fuck? Only like those fucking dogs when they're like... You haven't seen it?
No.
Like they open their mouth to
yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, but it just felt good to be at seafood again, man. I love that restaurant. It's a good time. Plus, I just feel like it's a better, like they actually like us there. We get different clients. I told you there's a different rep there because I mean it feels good. I like doing something different. So like at Burros, we always have almost the same rep. Like people most likely always ask for the same shit because it's the same clients. But Seafood Shack is a good restaurant, so like a lot of people would be different from one week to another. Like it's just people trying it out.
I don't remember struggling at Seafood Shack much. I still struggle with burritos, to be honest.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we do.
But Seafood Shack has always been chill for me.
Shit. Well, it's still a good time. I love that restaurant. I can't wait to go back this week.
We've been back.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, if you guys want to come out and shoot the shit.
Okay.
Shoot the shit.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I heard it.
That sounds so disrespectful.
No, it's just it's a good restaurant. It's a good time. And then we had Burros. We've been having a lot of friends come out every week. Are they just becoming regulars? Is that the thing? Looks like. I mean, it's nice to have people that we recognize. I feel like it's cool.
I like taking breaks.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Dylan always like plays for you. He's all like Malaquemo, and then
that guy's good, man.
He ends up taking the bass from you,
Yeah,
and you're all like,
I'm like, chingon, dude. I'm just like,
you're just there chilling. Nobody goes for me for vihuela. Nobody's like, hey, I want to play vihuela.
Well, I think that one guy plays vihuela.
The one that came out this Friday.
Oh,
some guy from Odessa. Shout out to him. I don't know who he is. He didn't say his name, but he sang pretty good. He wanted to sing with us. He sang like high too. He sounded like a banda singer though.
A little bit.
But he sang high as fuck.
Sang high, yeah.
And he was ¿qué dijo? He looked at me and he was, hey, what vihuela is that? Or no, what is that? He said, what is that to me when I was playing a talón. And I was like, yo, todo pendejo. I was like, oh, this is a vihuela. He's like, no, like, what is it? Like, who made it? I was like, oh, it's a guy named Roberto Morales. Oh, it's a Roberto? And I was like, oh, that's how I knew, like, he knew what he was talking about. So I was like, oh, yeah, it's a Roberto. So he's like, what year? I'm like, oh, 7. He's like, oh, it's because I used to play, like, 8 years ago or something like that, like, back in Odessa. But, like, I haven't played it in a long time. I was like, oh, chingon. That's when it's cool when, like, someone knows your instrument. Because there are other people that are like, what is that, bro? Is that ukulele? And I'm like, no.
You think you have a hard time, bro?
What do they call yours?
It was that big guitar. They're like, toca el tololoche. I'm like, te lo sigo.
Te lo sigo. They're like, what, is that a fat guitar?
Pretty
like,
much.
Yeah, basically.
I'm just like, yeah, bro, it's whatever you want.
Whatever you want, sugar cake. But no, yeah, he was cool. And
I'm like, you want to see the brand?
Te lo sigo. And then he wanted to play Cascabel.
Yeah.
And we ended up playing that at the end.
We played Cascabel 2 times again.
Yeah, we played it twice.
Like, fuck.
Because he asked for it once, so we played it. And then he for his last song, he was like, because he was playing talón. And for his last one, he was like, play Cascabel, but can I play vihuela? And I was like, yeah, chingatela, I don't give a fuck. I was already tired too, so I was like, dude.
Oh, I was chilling too, because Dylan took my
you weren't even playing.
I was like, badass.
I picked up a violin for that. Yeah. Except, like, I don't know how to play violin, so I just played E the whole time.
Oh, bro.
Which fits in the chord, we're in A minor, so I was just like, E.
Sounds like a Cardi B song.
Damn.
But, buddy.
Just
sounds like one of those songs.
I'm like, you know popular culture? Good for you.
Like, I got that WAP.
The WAP?
Yeah.
It's WAP.
I don't fucking know. Shit.
Yeah, I got that WAP.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, he played Cascabel. I played Cascabel on violin. It was super fun because I was just like, I wish I played violin, dude.
Meanwhile, like, Saul is carrying the whole fucking solo. Like,
yeah, because it's just him. I was building a chord with him. He was just, just playing E the whole time. E. It worked out. And then, man, Saturday was packed. We worked Saturday and Sunday. We went to Oklahoma both days.
I thought, didn't we go to Wichita?
Oh, no, we went to Wichita Falls. My bad. It felt like we went to Oklahoma because Wichita is like 3 hours away or 2.5 hours away or whatever. So it's a long trip. I felt like we were just in the van the whole time. I felt like a mariachi on tour.
My knees were hurting. Like,
it's because you're tall.
Yeah, I guess.
So you have to like bend them.
As soon as we went to the gas station, I was just walking around. I wasn't even going in the gas station, so I was just kind of like walking around. That shit hurt.
That shit hurted.
I'm like, my knees are not made to be bended.
Yeah, I mean, it's because we went to this church. They wanted us to play. We had 4 hours over there total. Misa, 3 hours of the reception. And we got there. The padre, it took a while on that misa too. Like, it was a long misa, man. And it's mostly because, like, I mean, he was like trying to be funny, right? Like, he was telling jokes and stuff. But it was like an hour and a half later. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. I was like, man, this guy's funny. Like,
yeah. Because there was one time too that we started the song, like it was over already. So we were like, da 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 da, and he was like, none of that.
Yeah.
He just stopped us with like Jedi mind powers. He was like, no. He just straight up stopped us.
He's like, can you see I have the public right now? Like,
yeah,
I'm in the middle of my session, bro.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not done with my set.
He's like, we're all listening to this, and then he starts talking about something.
Yeah,
and I'm like, stay away, like.
Yeah,
I looked at the clock. We were like 30 minutes over.
Yeah, he really liked talking, dude. But he was cool, but it was just like because it was hot in there too, dude. So man, I'm sweating like a glazed ham over here. Like I looked, yeah, dude, it was hot in there until they turned on the abanico. I was like, finally.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
It was stuffy as fuck. And then we had those 3 hours at that, which I mean, we're fine. Man, for me, I was struggling though. It was the first 3 hour gig I've played in a long time, so I was like,
I was just chilling.
But it's because it was 3 hours like concurrently. We didn't take a break or nothing.
Oh, I took 2 espresso shots. That's what.
Oh yeah, you were all geeking. I remember you were like, I took 2 espresso shots and I feel it, bro. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, you all right, dude?
I was like, I'm not all right.
That's funny. No, you were tweaking out, and then we played those 3 hours. Oh, before that, we went to this restaurant. It was trash, like straight doo-doo, bro. It was called. I'm gonna call them out. For the 2 people that listen. They're called Casa Mañana, right? We went to this place. Their cheese was red. First of all, remember that?
Yeah.
Boyo got some nachos with cheese on top, and it looked like cheese if you spilled some Kool-Aid in there, like red Kool-Aid, and then you just mixed it. Like it looked orangey red, not appetizing at all.
Yeah.
You got the burger, right?
Yeah. I mean, we all know where Wichita is, you know. And
Wichita's in Texas.
And I walking in, it's like you see like only
puros güeros, güey.
Caucasian people.
Y pues no saben de la comida buena, güey.
Well, I mean, it's just obviously it's not their specialty, you know. So I don't expect the Mexican food to be good. So I got something that maybe they had a good shot at.
Oh, that's smart. That's very smart.
I told you this.
Oh, because I got the burritos thinking like, oh, they were like gas station burritos, bro. Like,
I know, that's why I got the burger. The burger was alright. You know, compared to y'all's food, I was like, I don't think mine was so bad.
They had like this red sauce over everything. Yeah, though. It was kind of weird. Like
that's just their thing, you know. But like I said, I was not expecting good Mexican food. That's why that was not my main choice. They
also had like this weird ass vibe because like they had like if it were serving Tex-Mex, like there was no music. First of all, it was quiet as fuck. Like I could hear myself thinking there. That's how I knew that it was like quiet. You know,
you're like there's not many thoughts going around. Like
there was like a bunch of like pictures of George Strait and stuff, and I was like, well then play George Strait if you like them so much. Like play something. Like all I can hear is our freaking clanks on the plates, like me cutting the burritos and whatnot. But yeah, man, just the experience there kind of sucked. Like, and so it sucked because we were already all starving. You know, we hadn't eaten. So when we went to the what was it, a 15? Yeah, it was a 15. It was a 15. Yeah. Once we got to the 15, like I was hungry, dude, and my stomach, I had bubble guts, bro. Like they were like, oh shit, look, it was all the beans, dude. Like so, like there was some shit going on, literally.
Oh, you know how small is Wichita Falls a small city?
Yeah, it's pretty small.
You could tell because we went to the gas station. The cashier, she was like, "Oh, you guys going to a party?" We're like, "Yeah." She's like, "Blue dress?" We're like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Yeah, we just saw her like we don't put that guys or some shit."
There's there's only one salon in town. I'm pretty sure she knew where we were going. You know.
I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, everybody knows your business.
Yeah.
She's like, blue dress? Yep.
She's like, yeah, her name's Esmeralda. I'm like, I guess. Like, yeah. Yeah, I've seen her since she was like 4. She been coming in here. She gets Funyuns and a Mountain Dew every day.
The pinguinos.
It was easy ass 3 hours. Music wise, they didn't really challenge us, but I was just tired, dude, because I'm not used to this. So like we've said it on here, you know, like when it's very quiet, the hours are slow, but when it gets like busy, ya valió madre.
That's what I was. I was telling you too, because who was it? I don't know who told me. They were like, dude, like I'm tired. And, like, you know, we've been playing, or like the madrugamos basically.
Yeah, we played.
And I'm like, I told you, dude, like you tienes que aprovechar the days that you have off.
You have to like appreciate those times.
Like the last month. We haven't, you know, we've been chilling, which I mean, I appreciate it because I got to hang out with people. So now that I'm working, I'm like, at least I know I got to like spend the days.
Yeah.
You know?
And now that, because I left in the morning and I didn't get back till like after midnight Saturday. And same thing Sunday, because Sunday we went right back out again.
That's what I'm saying.
We went all the way back. Oh, before we get into Sunday real quick, we had another gig. It was called Nevada, Texas. Right? Yeah. We went over there. That place was cool though because like the people knew what they wanted. So the hour went by quick. We were like in this little like metal shed.
Can I be honest real quick, bro?
What?
Everybody in that party looked kind of like fluffy thick.
Fluffy thick.
You know what I mean?
Like they looked like Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh, that too, a little bit. But they would just look like bear type of thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, because they had beards and stuff.
That too.
Like they look like teddy bears in a way.
I just wanted to hug them too. I don't know if that's weird.
Like they would all make good Santa Clauses.
Yeah, you know if you were having if you were having a bad day, they give you a hug. It would be a better day.
Or you know if you shook their hand, it probably hurt.
That too.
They'll be like.
That's why you hug them.
Yeah.
You know, like, I had those vibes.
They hug you and they're like, "Me lo come."
I was just looking around. I was like, "Is this a weird thought I'm having right now?" Like, I'm gonna keep this to myself.
Is that what you were drooling throughout the way? You're like,
"Oh shit, was it?"
Nah, but they wanted another hour because they had gone so quick. It was just an hour, quick hour, and they were like, "No, quédense," and because we had another compromiso, we had another gig at the end of the night that was supposed to be another hour. Mm-hmm. And we pull up to this place, dude. So we had already denied the other people the last hour because we were like, no, we know we have to be over here or whatever. We denied them. And then we got to the other gig, and apparently our boss gets a text from this guy, and he's like, hey, don't come after all. The cops just got here, and everybody already left. That's what he said. That's what he said in the text. So we're like, no mames, you should have told us like before we came all the way out here.
Yeah. And I thought that was shady because for one, like cops gonna hang out around after like giving a warning.
Yeah, after giving the warning.
Hang out.
Yeah, to see if you don't listen to it.
And like if he was heading out, I feel like we would have seen it because it was like a little streets with the dead end.
Right.
Like not even the turnaround thing, which is like straight dead end. And
like
we kind of had to go back.
We didn't see any cops there.
Yeah.
So we were like, no mames. So we ended up taking off because we didn't even get off because the guy had texted us that. So we left and we got to the meeting spot, and I could hear that the guy called our boss while he was like paying us. We were saying bye to each other and stuff, and I could hear where he's like, no, pues nos fuimos. I couldn't hear the other guy, but I could hear what my boss was saying. But he's like, pues tú me dijiste que you know, for us to leave, you know, because you said that the cops had shown up and quién sabe qué. He's like, no, someone took my phone and texted you that. And I was like, that's mad shady, bro. Like,
yeah.
The point is, he apparently didn't want us to play after all. But I was like, who texted us?
I think was just too drunk, and then someone else was like, yeah, we gotta cancel on these guys, but we can't make it look bad, so they just like made some excuse.
Yeah, and it's just like, no, mom, because then we could have just stayed in Nevada and done that other hour, which would have been good too, because it would have gone faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then, what happened after? So we ended up we cut the night short, and the next day, teníamos que madrugar again because we went to Oklahoma.
Went to
Oklahoma.
Stillwater,
Oklahoma, which is far as shit. It was even farther than Wichita.
It's past Oklahoma City, I think.
Yeah, it's past.
When I saw the map, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's past OKC, which is, a good 3 hours away. So we did take a while to get there. What sucked too is that Don Miguel didn't go.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Yeah, the Don Miguel got in a wreck, but from what we heard, he was okay. It's just it sucks because he was on his way there, so we didn't have a trumpet player.
Yeah.
Other than our boss, so he ended up bringing someone else. He brought in a ringer. He went to go pick him up, so we left a little bit later than we were supposed to. And then we went over there. I felt like forever, like to get over there, dude. Like, and then we played. What was it? 3 hours?
Yeah, 3 hours.
What did it look like again? Oh, it was another wedding, huge ass place. Nothing really happened there.
You guys were getting lit.
The guests?
You guys.
I had one margarita, bro.
Oh yeah, where you threw up, right?
I'm like I said, I had one margarita. No, they tasted good. I'm not opposed to drinking. I like the taste, sure? But if it tastes good, and those were good. I was like. I'm like, dude, quiero un chingo, Victor.
I just remember looking at Saul and Boyo, and they're like, oh, we had 3. I'm like,
excuse me? Yeah. Yeah, like, they were pretty good. I mean, I probably would have drank more, but ya no sigamos.
And then my boss, she just said, like, no pedo. I'm like,
no, I mean, it's because they were good. But they only had like 2 things on the little menu. It was like a beer or like a margarita. I was like, that's lame. I would. Cause I know me, like my family would be like, "Where's the beer, bro?" Like, they don't drink anything other than Bud Light.
Weren't you the one that was gonna get one, and then you did an ID?
Oh yeah, I wanted for the first time in my life. I was like, I want a margarita, you know. And I go up there, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, sir, we need your ID." I was like, "No miro todo pinche viejo, like just give it to me, Karen," you know. She's like, "No, I'm sorry, sir, like you need your ID." It's because it was in the van, so I was like, I don't want to walk away with that just for this margarita. También me pasé because like I was like, "Can I get 3?" Because boy was like, "Get us some." So I was like, "Okay." I didn't. Apparently, she was like, "No, well, sorry, sir. The limit is 1." I was like, "Damn, me miro como un pinche pedo, güey."
Yeah.
But no, it was fine. I got one later, luckily, but it was good.
I'm like, you got one illegally, bro?
Yeah, they didn't know. They don't know. I'm old as fuck, bro. No mama's way. I'm 5 years over the age and shit. I can. I was like, no, mira mis pinches canas. I'm 21. Come on, just give it to me.
Okay.
But yeah, man, Oklahoma, good times.
Man, on the way back, fuck, I feel bad for my boss.
Why?
Because I was supposed to be co-pilot, but I was just like...
Were you dozing off? I couldn't tell.
Because that's a good thing. Because when I woke up one time, I remember my face was just like...
You had your mouth open?
Yeah.
You look surprised. You're like...
Yeah. I put out a little timer because I'm like, I'm just going to take a little micro nap.
Yeah.
And then when it rang, I'm just like...
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
How long did you sleep for? Or what?
5 minutes.
It was 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how... That shit hit, though. I was just like...
I don't know how long I slept, but I was pretty sure I was out for a little while.
On the way back, no.
On the way back, I didn't sleep?
Wasn't
I was on TikTok for like fucking
3 hours.
3 hours, dude. And I got that one thing that said that like you've been scrolling too long. Maybe take a break. They have like they have TikTok tips, and every once in a while, like if you're on it too long, it tells you like it's a guy saying like, "Hey, you've been on TikTok a while. Like you should probably get some rest, get some water, get some food." And I was like, "Damn, that's a good warning." And then I just went and I went to the next one. It's because those long trips, man, like they just get to you, man. But we got home safe, you know. When it rains, it pours, like they say. So, like the work is gonna be coming in steadily from here on out. I think it was 83 degrees. You know, people see the sun and they're like, "We're gonna have a party." We
like this is sun like I pay away.
Yeah, exactly. They see the sun and they're all like, "I get out at 4. I'm bringing a 12 pack," like, you know. And it's the sun brings something else out in people. They're all like, "I'm gonna have a party."
Sun is like I can pay that. It's like. Little sunrise.
No, like se va a hacer la carnita asada. Yeah. So yeah, man. So we're just getting prepared. I hope you guys enjoyed the fact that, you know, we had slow work, because now when we're talking about how much fucking work there is, we're gonna be like, fuck. We had 14 hours.
I told you.
Let's get into Charro Chat real quick. It's a quick one. I'll read it. Charro Chat. 1, 2. Charro Chat. Triple time. Let's see. You guys had not a lot of questions, a lot of views. Fuckers. This one said, what major city in the country would y'all like to gig in if you were given the chance? I would like to try New York City. How about you? You go first.
No, you go first.
Me? It would just be like Cali. Maybe LA, because everybody talks about it. Everybody talks about what it's like to gig in LA. I'd love to know. Just not so much. Some people say like they want to go out there to see if they can make it, and I'm like, nah, that's not really what I want. I just want to see what it's like. You know, what's the difference between here in Fort Worth and in DFW Metroplex? You know, as far as rep, the arrangements, the intensity kind of shit, like. What is the difference between here and LA? You know what I mean? Because people over there say too that they have hella work. So I'd like to see. I'm like, all my boys be saying they got hella work in LA. Show me. So yeah, I think it'd be like LA. I'd like to see that.
I don't think I have any interest in like places in the country, but I would like to try like a Mariachi heavy place. So like somewhere in Mexico, like como. Like
in Mexico?
Like Guadalajara, you know, like.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You know, or like. Some place in Zacatecas or like wherever it's big, you know, where I want to see if I can get my ass kicked. I mean, I am gonna get my ass kicked. I am gonna get.
You're like, I want to see if I can get my back blown out. Wait, what? Excuse me. I meant ass kicked. I mean, I want to play. Okay.
You know what I mean? Somewhere where like I know like everything's gonna be different, and like you're gonna see like some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think gigging in Mexico would be like a completely different pedo, you know.
You gotta come out crying, bro. You gotta come out like you should see like 3 hours of cardio, like.
Plus, I've heard that they don't get paid as much as here because obviously, yeah. So like te chingas unas pinches horas and you're like 50 pesos. Like, that's like a peso an hour.
2,000 pesos, like that's like $10.
Next thing you know that you don't realize that they have caimanes over there too.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Fuck, motherfucker took all the bread, dude. This guy says, "Are you going to have kids? If yes, what will be their names?" Oh shit, personal. You go first.
Shit, I hadn't even thought about having kids. I'm like,
Victor's still a virgin.
I'm a virgin, yeah.
Yeah, so, no, you don't have an answer.
Soy puro y casto. What?
You don't have an answer?
Well, I don't know. Like, Enrique's a pretty cool name.
You like Enrique?
Or like Sofia. Oh shit, your dog's
That's
name.
my dog's name.
That's a pretty.
And Enrique's my suegro. Wait a minute.
Whoops.
Is there something you need to tell me, bro? I'm like, anything else?
I'm like Samuel.
You're like Samuela. Like, don't you mean Samantha? Like, no, Samuela.
Yeah. I know what I'm about.
Yeah, I know what I'm about, son. Oh, that's cool. I mean, would you like to have kids one day? Some people really don't like want to have kids.
I'm scared.
You just don't know yet?
Because I am a kid, right? I am a baby.
I am.
You don't see me acting out.
Like, I have one baby to care for, and that's me. Like, I still can't do that. I guess for me, I had to think about that because I'm older and I'm married y todo pedo. So no, obviously, like I want kids like one day, whenever. And they're not gonna play with my toys, that's for sure. Be like, look, hijo, mira todos los juguetes son míos, no son tuyos. Like, and then he's gonna try to grab it, and I'm gonna slap his hand. No, and then do it again. No, and I'm gonna throw him across the room. And that's why I can't have kids yet. No, but yeah, like obviously, me and my wife, one day, you know, when things are looking well enough to do that, you know, because it's a big decision, you know, to just be like, I want to have kids. You know, it's a very big. I mean, our boss just became a dad. You know, Paco got who was in the group. He also had a kid. You know. Heido, who used to play with us, he's got 2 kids
and
now.
They all got out. So
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to stop gigging. Like, I who knows when I would want to stop gigging. I wouldn't want it to be because of a child either. You know, I'd like to schedule it out. You know, and do all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I can't tell y'all my kids' names. Me and my wife already figured it out, and I don't want anybody to steal them.
I know,
because y'all be jocking them.
Right?
I told you.
Yeah.
Nah.
You were drunk.
And then like you have a kid and you're like, ¿qué crees?
Yeah.
Se llama.
Sorry, bro. Just again.
Nah, I'd like to have a boy and girl though. At least one of each. I think that'd be
like
cool.
Make it 4 pussy.
Damn, just like that? Nah, at least 2, boy and girl. And we have one confession, guys, today. This comes from somebody who says, with Mariachi. With Arturo, so he used to play with our group.
Oh shit, you're gonna call him out?
Me, he just said we were under 18 and we saw our first male. You cannot write. They were under 18 and they went to a gay club gig.
Dang,
under 18?
Huh?
Well, hang on. How did you get in there if you're under 18?
Because you're playing, you're working. You think?
What about is security cool with that? Just to be like, all right.
If you're going to work, I don't think they're gonna ask for your ID.
I guess it depends what you saw.
Why?
Because you're under 18.
If you're going to work, they're not gonna ask for ID because you're not going there to enjoy it. You're going to work.
But it depends what's going on when you're playing the gig.
Well, obviously, if it's a place like that, they're gonna be doing stuff like that, Sam.
Hella sus. I guess we need to go into detail with what happened.
Point is, I would be very uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah, if I was under 18, I'd be like, okay, what's going on here? Oh, that's what's going on here. Okay. Well, that's huge. Because I'm assuming that I'm a kid at this.
I'll just ask Arturo.
Yeah, right.
He told us about it one time, though.
Did he?
Yeah, he told us.
He told you, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember him. When I read that, I was like, huh, I think he's talked about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, pues. Because first of all, if they're calling a mariachi, they know it's all guys. So they're going to be like.
Well, that's not always the case. Sometimes there's girls in the group.
Okay, 1 girl. 2 girls tops.
Okay.
3 is very rare.
I think it'd be funnier if nobody told them where it was first.
Oh, shit.
So if they show up and then it's like they pull up. They're like,
they look at the sign like. Oh,
no, they see the stripper poles and they're like, yeah. And then it's like the dudes are like, oh, okay, this is fine too. Hell yeah, okay. This is different, but okay, let's go.
So we just came from Talon. We got all the 20s.
They're like, I've never been one to back down from a challenge. So walk in like, oh, okay. No, but yeah, I think that's it would be a culture shock for sure. Because even when I was young, bro, like, I mean, I was curious, but like to see girls. So like as a guy, so when you walk in, you walk in to see guys like, oh shit, like I would just be scary, bro.
I mean, I already get like hella traumatized by walking into a gym locker room and this old guy is just like,
oh yeah, dude,
hanging brain,
in the gym, dude. Yeah, people are very comfortable, bro. Like,
it's like, why are you like this, bro? Like,
when they're like completely naked, and you go to the gym and you see everything. You're like, ay, wait, and they welcome you in like it's their house. Like, oh yeah, just come in, bro. Like, I don't want to.
I'm over here like, what?
Tengo miedo.
Dude, that thing throws me off so hard. I just walk in, normal day. You see something, I'm like.
Right out of the sauna and everything.
I just walk out, bro. I'm like, God damn it. I even like sometimes I make a face to let them know how uncomfortable they're making me.
It's because it goes back to like consent too. Like, it's nothing wrong, but it's like I wasn't expecting to see that. Chill out, bro.
Like you had the the choice of like go into
the stall.
There's no stalls. You can't. I mean. There's only like the locker rooms and there's the restroom and then there's like showers.
Yeah.
But it's like, why are you in the locker room and you said to be naked? And then there's like all these other buff guys.
I guess it'd be different if like they were naked and like enjoying it. So like they were sitting there and like they're playing like their Nintendo Switch and it's like, bro, you don't need to be naked for that. Like,
yeah, but
put on some shorts.
It's like they're so comfortable because some guys even like as they're drying themselves or whatever, they put like the high knee on like the thing and it's like.
I don't even do that at home, bro. How deep do you have to go in there?
And there's like fucking mirrors too, so if you look the other way, you see the fucking reflection. Like that. You're just looking down the whole time, like chill out.
Awkward as fuck.
You run into a wall because you can't see what you're seeing.
Yeah,
I hate it basically.
Yeah, it's scary.
So I can't imagine you just like.
yeah. You show up to a gig like, oh, so that's what we're doing today. Yeah. And you get paid. You get paid. Like, I don't know where this money's been.
I don't know why this 20 smells so musty. But
your boss is like, you want it? You're like, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I want it. Like, no tienes cambio, güey. Give me ones. I don't give a fuck.
Can you Zelle me?
Oh, there was no Zelle back then.
Oh, yeah.
Send me a check, bro. Just bill me.
What the fuck?
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're pretty much done.
Oh, yeah. We kind of went over it.
Just about a little bit. No pasa nada. Oh, you guys, that is the end of the episode of CharroBeans podcast. If you've listened this long to the end of the episode, thank you guys so much.
Keep talking.
I'm doing you la segunda. No, but yeah, you guys, if you guys actually get all the way to this point, everybody who gets to the point of this podcast at the very end, that means that you guys listen to everything. We really appreciate those people that stayed throughout the whole thing. Listen to everything. Are you done?
Okay.
So we appreciate. I'm over here like trying to thank the fans, bro, and you're over here fucking around. God damn it. So thank you guys. Just saying that. Stick around. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Can't wait. I was like, just thank you guys for coming back every week, and we want to do a lot more stuff. Do merch, have new guests. Bear with us. Keep watching, keep listening, and we appreciate y'all.
Thank you guys. Love you.
Like that.
Have a good one. Huh?
No, I guess that's fine. I guess. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Yeah. Bye.
Ah.
So we're gonna go eat.